thinking of starting an agency, or you're already started an agency, or maybe you're already at that 10K, 20K, maybe even 30K a month mark, I want you to watch this video. This will be pretty quick, but this will be some very, very insightful information for you. Because as you know, SMMA, very, very popular. I don't like to use the word saturated because there's still more than enough clients out there for you to get, and you can definitely still scale to 6 figures a month with the traditional SMMA model, but there's better ways to go. It's about opportunity cost, right? Is your time better spent with the traditional agency model, or with what I'm about to talk about in this video that's way more leveraged, the beginning of the trend adoption cycle, and can really make you a lot more money, charge higher profits, less work to do for your clients, less fulfillment time, and you don't have to rely on the clients. You don't have to rely on the clients at all. The business that you sign, you don't have to rely on them doing anything. All of it is in your hands, and you can set them up for success. And so if you're doing the traditional agency model, there's nothing wrong with that, right? You're probably doing some sort of lead gen or appointment booking offer. And let's say I'm going to talk to the 10K to 20K a month range primarily. If you're below that, still listen to this. It'll be very, very insightful. Because my agency, before I shut it down, was doing about 8K a month, 7K a month, 8K. And so as soon as I switched to what I'm going to talk about in this video, did 32K in the first 3 weeks, cash collected. And so it was a big change. And now we've helped tons of agency owners, tons of partners, people coming from zero do the exact same thing, closing 15K deals in the first 2 weeks, making 130 grand in the first 2 months, all these kind of crazy things. Now, the business model that is with is still an agency, but you're implementing AI infrastructures into your offer. And so rather than running ads or lead gen or appointment booking, whatever it is, odds are you're doing some sort of Facebook, Instagram ad to go high level to book them in. That's the most common way to go about it. And although that's fine, you can't charge a ton for that, especially with how many people are out there that are just going to undercut you, unless you're getting ridiculous results and you're in that top percentage of like Matt Shields type agency owner or Josh Rivera, who are, they've kind of, they are the guys in their niches, right? And so unless you're going to be doing that, or you are like that already, which is not going to be majority of you, as you can see, there's not many of them, right? You want to implement something that stands you out from the competition. And what that is AI infrastructures. And so before I talk about the benefits to your clients and how much it actually helps these businesses that implement it, I'm going to talk about the benefits for you as the agency owner. So let's say you're your agency owner, you're selling regular SMMA lead gen services / appointment booking services, right? You're charging probably anywhere from $1,000 to $2.5 grand a month, which is, a decent sized retainer. You get 4 of those clients, you're at 10K a month. But odds are you're either working a lot, or you have to hire VAs or team members to kind of take care of some aspects of it, or media buyers, whatever it is. And so that's going to cut into your margins right there. You're probably paying them base plus, like 5% commission or something. Media buyers, you're probably paying, $1,000 a month per, or maybe $500 to $1,000 a month per ad account they're running, or maybe you have some sort of deal, but they're cutting into your margins. And that's the main thing. And so what you need to do is you need to find a way around that. So they're cutting into your margins massively with the people you have to hire on. And as you bring on more clients, you have to hire on more people to manage these accounts, right? And so you're doing these services, you're charging $1,000 to $2,500 a month, and odds are you're kind of feeling like you're just a glorified contractor and you're kind of an employee to each of your clients, which is not what you want to be doing, right? And that's how I felt, at least. In the first few months, I made probably $7 grand in my first month of my own agency. Signed like 5 clients in the first 2 weeks, but I was working all day, every day to fulfill for them for a cheap monthly retainer of $1,500 a month. And I was almost like an employee to these businesses. They'd call me at random times. They'd call me all throughout the day, asking me what's going on. Even though I told them I laid out a roadmap of what's going to be happening, they'd still be reaching out, right? Taking up my time for just not a high monthly retainer. So you have to spend a lot of time. You have to cut into your margins to hire more people to scale. And you're not making a lot of money. And it takes a long time to fulfill, right? You're usually guaranteeing some sort of threshold of appointments or leads guaranteed over the month, and you're working all month to hit that. And if you don't hit it, you don't get paid, right? And so it's just not a great situation to be in. But now let's talk about the flip side with AI infrastructures. Our average ticket price for our AI infrastructures, we don't sell lead gen, we don't sell appointment booking. We do build AI to do the appointment booking, but we don't do anything with ads. And so our average ticket price for us selling to businesses and our partners selling this AI infrastructure to businesses is $7K. And it takes anywhere from a couple hours to a couple days to build. And and that's it. And then you're done. You implement it into their business, and it massively changes the course of their business forever. Imagine you go to a business and you have something that can do 10,000 calls a minute, speak with 1,000 people at the same time, and automate their entire appointment booking for one-time payment of $7K. That's a no-brainer for any business. So not only do you get to charge more, do less work, but your clients are also more satisfied. Come on. That's a dream situation, right? That's like SMMA at the beginning of its life cycle. But with right now with AI is the biggest trend, and you need to leverage it, and it will change the course of your agency. Because not only, like I said, are your clients going to be more satisfied, you're making more money, doing less work, and it's a lot easier to close your clients because you know what you're selling is genuinely going to help them. Whereas with ads and whatnot, I know a lot of you agency owners, when you're first starting out, you aren't getting results, right? And you're just kind of selling them. You just want to get that client to almost practice your ads on and do terrible for them the first time. But with this, you can genuinely just do amazing right off the bat. You can just build the AI for them into their business, test it out quickly, make sure it's all working, and then let it go into their business. And this is the build and release model that Serge Katari pretty much birthed, right? He started this. And what it is you're building infrastructures into their businesses and releasing them. So you're building this entire AI infrastructure into the back end of this business and then releasing it over to them. So you don't charge a monthly retainer. You can charge some sort of support, right? Maybe $7,000 up front and $500 or to $1,500 a month in support / maintenance. And then you're building this infrastructure and you're releasing it. So you don't have to deal with the client every month, which is honestly my least favorite part of the traditional SMA, is dealing with the clients who think they know more than you about what you're doing, which is just not the case 99.9% of the time. But you release it into their business. You can kind of consult them on how to use it if you want. That's what we do. We don't charge a monthly retainer. We get them on some of our affiliate stuff for software, so we have some sort of recurring, and we also get minutes. We also get the payment for the minutes of the usage that they're using the AI for. And that's a benefit of working with us, right? We have our own AI platform. And so if you use our platform, you get recurring off the minutes. You get commission because these businesses, they have to pay. We charge 20 cents per minute for usage, which they love. Only for live call time, they pay 20 cents per minute for usage. And if you're a partner with us and you holy, I can't speak, and you sign a client under you, however much usage, let's say they spend $10,000 a month in usage, which is like, that's a pretty medium-sized business. Like, we have some that are making $800,000 a month with our software. And so let's say you get 20% off of that. You just make $2,000 a month, literally from nothing, just from them using the platform. Tell me that's not a sweet freaking deal, man. And then you get 5 clients doing that kind of usage. You have $10,000 a month coming in just from usage. If you sign one big client, like a call center or a telemarketing company, whatever it is, you kind of just set yourself up for life right there. Probably making 10, 20 grand a month just off the minutes. And if you can get some enterprise level client or maybe some government level client, you are making money, hand over fist coming through to you. Just auto deposit. You just see the direct deposits into your bank every month. But this is the situation you want to be in, where you're making this kind of money, doing less work. It's not necessarily less work, but it's easier work. That's not the right word either. It's not easier, but you know what I mean. You're not doing all this work. You're doing the same amount of work as you would in your SMMA, but instead of getting $1,500 a month retainers, you're charging $7K up front and then getting the money from recurring, also maintenance, support fees, whatever you want to charge. So if you can implement AI into your offer, it will massively help you. I'll drop the link to our community down below. It's a course and community where we really break down everything for you. We have 4 weekly calls, and we have people in there crushing it. We're increasing the price soon, probably in the next week or so, or once we hit a certain number of members, whatever it says in the on the about section there. But you guys can go ahead, join, check it out. I think it's a ton of value. We have about 75 modules in there, 4 weekly calls with myself, the team, and whatnot. But no pressure. If you want to join, go for it. If you don't, no worries. Continue with your SMMA. But if you want to make a serious change, I highly recommend it, and we'll help you. We'll help you every step of the way. So guys, take what I've said here, implement it into your business, adapt, overcome, because you can't stick with the old trends forever. You have to adapt to the new ones, implement them, leverage them, and change your life by utilizing them.